I clicked the result last week, skimmed the top of the page, and left in 3 seconds because it just fell off. Have you ever done that? Have you ever decided in under 5 seconds whether you'd stay or bounce? I'm Ace. Good to have you here. Let me ask you something. What if those first 5 seconds are the only chance your page gets to make a promise and keep it? Here's the short version. Vibe coding is a set of micro-trust elements, tiny things that signal credibility instantly. Today you'll get 3 practical frameworks, real examples that move the needle, and a 30 to 60 minute checklist you can run on the Faceless page this afternoon. Let's start with visuals. Humans judge images faster than words. Think of the visual signal stack as the order your visitor reads credibility. Logo first, then layout and whitespace, contrast, hero hierarchy, and finally tiny trust signals like badges or short proof lines. Quick checks you can finish in under 15 minutes. Is your logo legible at small sizes? Is there visible whitespace so the eye can rest? Is the headline visually dominant without noise? And these next ones. Do your colors provide readable contrast? Are trust badges placed where the eye actually lands, not buried in the footer? Little visual fixes here are low effort, high leverage. Now this is where it gets interesting. Microcopy often carries the most leverage. The Microcopy Trust Loop is headline promise, immediate micro answer, visible proof, and a clear next step. Example, a headline that says, best project management tool, but the first paragraph is a long feature list. Instead, give a one-line micro answer. Gets your team organized in 7 minutes. Then a single proof point right under the CTA. Another common friction is missing micro answers. Cost, time to value, or guarantee. Surface them as inline bullets, a parenthetical next to the CTA, or a one-line refund note. Those tiny reassurances reduce the mental friction that kills clicks. A practical microcopy swap you can make right now. Change, learn more, 2, see pricing and use cases. Suddenly the click promises an answer, not a detour. Words set expectations, match them quickly. But don't pile on design and copy without thinking about speed. A slow site destroys trust fast. So the third framework is performance first implementation. Surface trust elements in the critical path. Lazy load the rest and keep top area CSS tiny. Concretely, inline critical CSS with a header and hero. Defer non-essential web fonts, lazy load images below the fold, and avoid heavy third-party widgets in the header. Put your logo, headline, proofline, and CTA in HTML that renders immediately, not injected later by scripts. If you're measuring performance, track first Contentful Paint, FCP, using page speed or Chrome DevTools. Improve FCP for the hero, and you improve perceived trust because the page simply looks alive faster. 2 quick case studies. First, an authority site with decent search traffic but weak email opt-ins. We tightened the hero, added a small, readable logo, and placed a single line of proof, 50,000 monthly readers, under the CTA. We actually saw signups rise about 12% within a week. Second, an affiliate review page with a massive stock photo and vague headline. We swapped to a compact hero, surface price clarity, and a merchant badge above the fold, and answered, "Who is this for?" in the first sentence. Center to the affiliate link jumped 15%, and bounce drop near 18%. Little moves, clear wins. You don't need elaborate experiments to validate this. Run one change at a time. Hold for 2 weeks or a few thousand page views, depending on your volume. Then compare a couple of concrete metrics. Metrics to watch: CTA clicks. Set that as a goal in Google Analytics or your analytics tool. Bounce rate for the page, and first Contentful Paint to verify perceived speed. Those 3 tell you if the vibe actually improved. Okay, here is a 30 to 60 minute checklist you can run right now. 1. Check logo and header legibility, remove clutter. 2. Rewrite the headline into a one-line micro answer. 3. Add one visible proof line under the CTA. 4. Surface 2 microanswers, price and guarantee, for example, near the top. 5. Inline critical CSS for the hero and lazy load below the fold images. 6. Deploy and track CTA clicks, bounce, and FCP for 2 weeks. One operational trick I use: keep a tiny vibe checklist. Snip it in your site repo or CMS template so every new page ships with the same signal stack. Consistency reduces drift, and systems scale better than one-off design heroics. Quick recap: visitors decide fast, so answer their key question in the first glance. Use the visual signal stack to guide the eye, the Microcopy Trust Loop to remove friction, and a performance-first approach so trust doesn't collapse under slow load. Change small things, measure, iterate. One simple experiment to try today: pick a faceless page, set a 60-minute timer, run that checklist logo, headline answer, 1 proof point, 2 micro answers, and speed cleanup for the hero. Deploy, then check CTA clicks, bounce, and FCP in 2 weeks. Report back to yourself. You'd be surprised what a single hour can do. If this episode helped you reframe a page you were about to scrap, let's connect the dots. Subscribe to the show so you don't miss future systems and frameworks that actually move metrics. I'm Ace. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'll catch you in the next one.